Okay, welcome back to Pest Control Case Study Part 3. Took some time off because of the off season for pest control, and so now we're back. I'm going to recap basically what happened towards the end of October there, right up to leading up to the point where we paused the campaigns, and I'll explain everything and how we actually adjusted course, and Part 4 will explain more about our transition moving forward. So let's get started. So we went downhill with our offer, and we had to regroup a bit. We ran into some challenges where my most profitable keywords actually had to be shut down. So everything I had been optimizing for up to that point, and almost had an entirely profitable campaign, had to be canceled, had to be suspended, and because the keywords were in conflict with brands, and so the offer originally stated on the offer screen that there were there was nothing there about whether we could use brands or not, and so Ring Partner actually found that I was using brands, which was again by the book. It was okay, but they had forgotten to put in that you cannot use brands on this particular campaign, and so because I had built a lot around those brands, my campaign actually it tanked all my conversions when I had to pause all those keywords, and it skyrocketed my costs. And so the off season hit after that. It just made a lot of sense just to pause the campaigns and come back to this at the very early part of the peak season of the pest control offers. And so I'm not worried about that at all, and you shouldn't be either, because I actually implemented a bunch of new keyword ideas, and we won't have this problem when I transition to local clients because it was already profitable if we're talking local clients. And so our optimization strategy and scaling strategy, there was none needed because I needed to see what my keywords were going to be doing and the call volume, cost and call volume before making any changes. Same for the scaling strategy there. And so you can see here, just starting out is very low, 28%, tanked my conversions there, 14%, or excuse me, 14%, 28 calls, and 4 were paid. It was absolutely horrible. And so 6 days later, after doing those adjustments, I was able to get 117, actually it was about 118 calls, 38 of them were paid, and a 32% conversion rate, which is like 5% better than where it was before I even had the problem. So that ought to show you we just bounced right back. And so we spent between the 13th and 18th of October, those 6 days, $642. We made 380, and 38 of those paid calls at $10. We got another pay bump there on those paid calls. Total driven 117. I think it was actually 118 calls driven, and the conversion rate was 32%, which was a 5% overall increase. Pretty awesome. And again, that was just within those 6 days. No optimization, just the initial results on those new keyword ideas. So just to recap where I was at the end of part 2, beforehand I had spent $11.93 and I'd made $766, 99 paid calls at $8. That was the lower pay bump that I had gotten. 365 calls were driven at 27% conversion rate, and that was in the 9-day time frame. So again, to recap the results for now, you can see here the 6 days, no optimization, pretty awesome, just on some new keyword ideas. So actually kind of helped to go back and do some new keyword ideas. So a couple of things that we're going to do. We've got need to talk about. We've got $10 max payout on an offer with Ring Partner. That's pretty much the ceiling that we've hit, and so we want higher payouts, either that or a better converting offer. So what happens next is we're actually going to cut out all of our low search volume keywords. We're going to add in keyword ideas into a campaign. We're going to lower the bids on all the high quality score keywords, and we're going to remove all the keywords that didn't have any clicks. And we're also going to shop around for a better payout on an affiliate offer or a better conversion rate on a different affiliate offer for pest control. So part 4 is all about optimizing that and honing in on a new offer to see what happens there. So October last year, 2016, where we were at so far, where we were headed with local, just to show you, we had generated in the month of October 451 calls. Didn't even run the full month, by the way. That was like 2 to 3 weeks worth of running. So at $30 a call, that would have meant $13,530 from local clients. Versus $20 a call, $9,020, and 15 a call, $6,765, and $10 a call, $45.10, and at $5 a call, even still well within profit at $22.55. Pretty awesome stuff there. And again, that's only from the 1st to the 18th. It's just over half of the month in October. So Stay tuned for part 4. We're going to cover the transition into another affiliate offer, see what that looks like, and start optimizing things. Welcome to Pest Control Case Study Part 4. We've got some really cool stuff to show you in this part of the case study. So let's get started. So for our optimization strategy, we actually added my converting keywords to a search terms campaign using the exact phrase and broad or broad match modifier depending on the keywords. We built out subdomains and pages for each of those, just like we teach in the training. And then we used more targeted ad copy for each keyword. So if it was pest control, then we put pest control in the subdomains and in the pages. If we used rat removal, then we used rat removal in the subdomains and the pages that we built. So very specific on that and the ad copy as well. Our scaling strategy, we didn't have any just yet because we wanted to see, again, we need to see where the keywords, what they're going to do on the costs and the call volume before we make any changes. So where we were at the end of part 3, if you remember, is we spent $646. We made 380 profit, 38 paid calls at $10 with Ring Partners offer, 118 calls driven. And that gave us a 32% conversion rate, which is a slight overall increase from where we were at 27, and that was within the 6-day time frame before we shut things down. And that was no optimization, just the initial results on those new keyword ideas. So here are the results running from January 24th to February 10th. We've spent $2,242. And we've actually made $1,248, which is awesome coming out of the gate like that with that offer. We had 227 paid calls at $5.50. We don't have any pay bump yet on that. We expect one once we get things dialed in and scaled out, ramped up a little bit. We're going to definitely be in profit on this offer. It's out of the gate, it's over 50%, almost 60%, which is almost double what the conversion rates we were doing with what we were pulling with Ring Partners. So pretty cool stuff. It's a very quality offer. We drove 541 calls total, and we spent, based on this math here, $2,242 to drive those calls, $4.14 per call. Okay, imagine selling those to local clients when we transition. Our conversion rate, 42%, and we only just started one level of optimization. We haven't even really done any major optimization other than the keywords and honing in on those to lower some costs. So we're only 18 days in, and here's a screenshot. You can see 541 calls, 1248.50 up to February the 10th. So far where we're headed with local, this is what it would break down to. 541 calls that we generated. We sell them at $30 a call. That's $16,230. If we sold them at $20 a call, that's $10,820. And if we sold them at $15 a call, that's $8,115. Crazy profit. Even at $15 a call, it's 4 to 1 on your money almost. Pretty awesome stuff. $10 a call, it's $5,410. And at $5 a call, it's still profitable at $2,705. Pretty cool stuff considering it's plug and play. We just got started with that. And again, that's only from January 24th to February 10th, right at 18 days or so. So not even really 3 weeks. So here's what's going to happen next. We're going to optimize for those new keywords as they keep coming in, as the converting keywords keep coming in. We're going to add bid adjustments in from our dimensions data once we have enough data. We're not quite there yet, but we're close. So part 5 is going to be all about optimizing those and getting profitable on the affiliate offer and then scaling it out. So lots more to come on the pest control case study. Stay tuned.